Yo, what's going on, guys? Another episode of Teta's Built. Got some stuff today. We're gonna work on the blue Integra. We got a couple things we gotta check off on that. We gotta bleed the clutch. I gotta go get a new battery for it because the cold weather came and hit that battery and messed up the cells. I guess you know how that stuff goes. So I gotta go get a new battery. Gotta bleed the clutch. We got a scheduled alignment already, so we're gonna go ahead and take her to get aligned in the next couple days. So stay tuned for that. Shout out to my boy Jonathan over there at Honda in Moss Point. But yeah. So with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and get that started. The car itself is still on the stock ECU. I have the Hondata ready for her. So I'll probably go ahead and put a little base map on her on the Hondata after I install the fuel pump. But first things first, I kind of just want to get her started and running. She already starts and runs, but I kind of want to get her started and running real quick. Make sure everything's good to go, and then disconnect the fuel pump. And that way, if the car doesn't start, I know it was where I was messing with. But with that being said, guys, let's go ahead and get started with the video.
Okay, let's go.
I be feeling like fuck cops, let them get the buckshot. Dollar bill, I'ma show you where the buck stop. Hit them with the kung pao, I be going nuts now. Used to get the rum rap, shorties won't fuck now. Baby, I'm back again, ain't nobody iller. Beating on my chest like a fucking gorilla. Grew up on a Tribe Called Quest and Jay Dilla, but the Mac taught me how to swing donuts. For real, I'm just a product of
All right, guys. So we got back from AutoZone. Went and got a battery. Best $130 they could buy. But yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and start this up. Car hasn't really been started in a while. So we'll go ahead and start her up. All right, guys. This is literally the first take. I heard something. Thought I heard for you. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. This Teta's built, guys. I mean, this thing hasn't been started in a while. Okay, let's see here. Switch over to my glasses real quick. So let's see here. Oh. Teta, pero ¿cómo va a prender un cajo si el cajo no tiene los plugs, mijo? I took these plugs out whenever we were doing the welding on the throttle body. So of course, right? That I was like, well, how do you expect? How do you expect it to work if nothing's connected, bro? We're gonna go ahead and get this connected. Everybody knows the TPS. It could be either that one or it could be that one. Pero nonetheless, this be the best. Let's go ahead and put this here. Woo! Hey, baby. There, boy. Ain't no big though. Ain't no big though. All right, here we go. Back to the phone. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, not yet. Not yet. I got you. I got you. We're gonna flip these around. We're gonna flip these around. Hold on, back to glasses. All right. We're gonna fly. Switch these around, which I don't think, I still don't know. But hey, here we go. Here we go. There you go. Come on. Come on. Now. I poked the fuck out my shit. Alright, let's go back. Alright. Alright, so we gotta see what's going on. Why don't you wanna start? What's going on? But why don't you wanna stop? Come on. I'm gonna pull this sucker back out. Back. Plug this in. Come on. Come on. Get out the road, Torres. Come on. All right, guys. Well, I believe we have a fuel problem. It might be the fuel pump. This is exactly why I wanted to start it before we went ahead and removed the fuel pump. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and take this out, guys, and see if we go ahead and fix this. Let's see here. All right. Now then, all the plugs go there. It's not like this one goes here, right? It's on there, no? Oh man, I go right there. Only one way. Only one way. Let's see. Let's see. All right, guys. So I checked everything. I got this jumper harness. Hopefully, it was the jumper harness. But let's see. I checked all. Come on. Fucking jumper harness. You knew it. Alright. Ah, that shit up. Turn that off. There you go. The high idle is due to this bracket not being correct. Well, that's something we could fix in the future. But for right now, let's go ahead and start her up like that. See what we got. Jumper harness is wild. Better. Like that. There we go. Well, there y'all got it. Switch over to my phone. Alright, guys, there y'all got it. She's running. Everything looks good. Let me move this headlight harness. The exhaust sounds good. It was just that jumper harness. That was just that jumper harness. So what we're gonna do now, I'm gonna go ahead and replace the fuel pump, put the Walbro in, and then download the S300 software, put a map on it, and see if we can get this started up. But let's get going. Sounding real good. Once she gets a temperature, she'll go ahead and lower. But she's there. She's ready. Alright, guys, so we said we're going to go ahead and install the fuel pump in this car. So for the ones who do not know, The fuel pump is going to be underneath the back seat on these vehicles. So we'll go ahead and pull it off, and then I'll show you where the pump is at. So let's get going. Alright guys, so I took off this side first. Move this out the way. It is. These things have like a little trick to them where you go like this, and you pull up, and it comes out. Yep, there you go. All right. Down here. All right, awesome. So underneath here, we're gonna have our fuel pump. This is gonna be our floater, signal sender, whatever it may be. But to get to your fuel pump, you'll remove these 3 Phillips, and then you'll get access to the pump. So let's go ahead and get that. Now guys, I know I said I was gonna throw a war, bro, but I already have this fuel pump. This fuel pump came off the hatch. This is a Grams fuel pump. My opinion, it's all gonna be the same, but I never had that problem with the fuel pump. This is actually a little bit bigger. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and remove those Phillips. If it's the same exact thing, I think I'm gonna save myself some time. I'm gonna just throw this one on, because this one already has everything for power and all that stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and pray that if it's the same, if it is the same, I'll reuse the pump. If it's not, well, I'll go ahead and throw the new one. But other than that, let's get going. All right, so like I said, remove these 3. All right, remove the 3 down here. Ho, 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 ho. I think we Gucci. I think we good, bro. Be honest with you. So let's see here. There we go. And for the ones that are probably gonna have a, how do you know if that fuel pump works? Well, you could just test it. But check this out. This is the same plug. You just connect it. We got fuel. So this is the one we're gonna use. Again, this is a Grams fuel pump. This thing is worth about twice the amount of that Walbro. So I'll just keep that Walbro. Check this out. I'll just keep this Walbro. Look, I have to cut splice. I'll keep that Walbro for something else. Give them a little bit of upgrade. But yeah, let's get it done. Get the size 10s, take them out, remove the assembly. Alright guys, so there you got it. There's the fuel pump, everything's on. Pop this thing on here. Well, I'm gonna leave it unhooked, and whenever we get it going, you know what's going on. Alright guys, so I think the relay went bad. Thank God I have parts, right? I believe it should be the same shit. So let's see if this main relay is what went bad. I just put the pump in, and now it doesn't want to activate with either pump. So turn the key doesn't turn. I don't hear any type of click. So let's see what we got. Nope. Well, that ain't working. Not sure what it is, guys. She was just running. Let's see. See the ECU. The ECU fuse. See if it popped. Golly. Alright guys, so guys, yesterday we went ahead and installed the pump. For some reason, second I installed the pump, the car did not want to start. It would not read the ECU. Guys, I went online. I was reading forums and forums and forums. There's so many people having this problem, but let me tell you the symptoms, right? So we got in the car. I put the new fuel pump in. As you guys seen, I plugged in the new fuel pump before I even put it in the tank, and it was working. So I put it in. I'm like, what the hell's going on, right? So I turn over the key. Fuel pump doesn't want to kick on. I'm like, what can it be? The problem is that, you know, a lot of people will tell you, check the ECU fuse, right? I checked the ECU fuse. That's working. All the fuses under the dash were fine. I checked all the ignition fuses. And then I sat down and I watched this wire work video, which I'm gonna post the link in the comments. If you guys are new to the Honda world or true to the Honda world, guys, I suggest watching this video. I watched it and it really helped me out. The video pretty much broke down, you know, how the fuel relay worked on these vehicles. I mean, it taught me how to use one of these, right? Check for everything. But on the fuel relay, there's actually 2 fuses. But yeah, so I was scratching my head, and now we're back. So what we're gonna do here, I'm gonna go ahead and switch over to my glasses. I'm gonna plug in the pump, and then see if we can start. I haven't started it yet, but I put the new fuse in. As you can see over there, I mean, I got Hondata, AEM, a P28. I mean, at one point I thought it was my ECU because everything was working. I mean, you turn the key on the ignition, all the lights will come on, it will crank over. The only thing that won't happen, no ECU. I checked my grounds, I checked everything. But yeah, so we're gonna go ahead, plug in the Hondata ECU, because I was bored yesterday while I was going through all this. I uploaded a basemap. A basemap should upload with these, should turn on this car with these injectors. And then after the pump is running, once the car is running with the pump, I'll go ahead and swap out the injectors in a second. But let's go ahead and switch over to my glasses and get that done. All right, guys. Well, I thought I was gonna be on my glasses, but my glasses died. So we're gonna go ahead and try this out. All right, here we go. Now the problem was that we ain't had no pump. Still ain't got no pump. Oh, I do got pump. Oh, I do got pump. Hold on. I forgot to connect. No new one, right? Let's go ahead and get that done. This is raw, uncut, guys. Raw, uncut. This is the new map. All right, guys, here we go. Come on. All right, we got the ECU in, map made for it, fuel pump installed. See if I can still make a map, right? I haven't made a map for a B series in a long time, so don't judge me if it doesn't start. Come on, come on. Come on, Tetas! Come on, Tetas! Stop playing with me! Let's go! Let's go! I ain't gonna do too much. Oh yeah, she's sensitive. She's sensitive. She ready to go. Oh yeah. So next stop, guys, on the next video, we'll go ahead and get a schedule for alignment. But other than that, fuel pumps in. I gotta make the base map for the injectors, which shouldn't be too hard. Just gotta play with the fuels a little bit. And then other than that, guys, she's good to go. Another episode of Teta's Built. Let's get it. All right, so I went ahead and threw the bumper on. Looks like the bumper fits perfectly there. Right here, kind of hits right there. So we'll shave the bumper. Looks like I just gotta shave that just a little bit so I can fit nice and flush. But yeah, I just kind of want to throw the bumper on there, show you how it's looking. Back up. Yeah. I don't like that side. That side ugly. There you go. But with that being said, guys, I was stressed out a little bit. But we figured it out. It's always something small. But yeah, pumps in. Nothing's leaking. So we could go ahead and make sure that's leaking. Yeah, nothing's leaking. So we could go ahead and secure this, and then we're good to go. Get that done. I'll tell you what, I'm spoiled with those Meta glasses, because right now I'm holding my phone and trying to do this at the same time. And now I feel like the time of my life where I swear I couldn't answer the phone unless I had AirPods. I swear to God, somebody will call me, and if I didn't have my AirPods, I'd be like, hey bro, let me call you right back. Just because I didn't want to hold my phone up to my ear. I don't know why. But there you got it. Nice and fresh, like there was nothing there. We'll go ahead and throw the back seat on some other day. I want to go ahead and kind of clean this out, vacuum it out. Got a stock pump. Anybody need a stock pump? Everybody knows. Back in the day, if before we could afford Walbro, any aftermarket fuel pump, if you had a Civic with a single cam, you used to grab la bomba de Acura Integra. If you believe in it, with the injectors, and run that shit. But other than that, guys, I'll stop rambling, and we'll go ahead and cut to the end. All right, guys, there y'all got it. Y'all seen another episode of Teta's Built. We did some things to the Integra. We got some stuff accomplished. We got the fuel pump in. So we got the Grams fuel pump in. We got the S300 loaded in there with a base map. So I can still build a map. We figured out the fuel relay issue. It was actually an ignition fuse. It's a sub-ignition fuse. It's like, for example, you'll still get power to the ignition. Everything will light up. The motor will crank over. Just the only thing that won't turn on is the ECU, the fuel, to power the fuel pump. But we got that fixed. We figured that out. So we're good. We're back on the road on that point. Upcoming episode, hopefully we'll go ahead and bleed the brakes, bleed the clutch, and then load her up on the trailer to take her to go get aligned. My boy Jonathan's over there waiting for me at Moss Point Honda, just ready to get this aligned. Other than that, guys, we'll go ahead and throw the injectors once the car is back from alignment, build a map for that, and then call a real tuner. That way he can set it up and set up the air fuels and get it running correctly. So my part of the build is almost done. We got a couple things we still need to do mechanically. Like I said, we got to raise the car just a little bit. Put a couple things on it. I would like to put a new fuel filter in it, because the gas in it has been there for about a year and a half, so I really don't like it being in there. So we'll go ahead and get that done as well. But again, guys, I appreciate you guys for tuning in to another episode of Teta's Built. Guys, again, please flood the Facebooks. I love seeing my videos on other people's Facebook. Please share, like, share, subscribe. I know I'm not a big YouTuber or TikToker like these other guys, but I promise you, I appreciate your share more than they do when you share their stuff. But nonetheless, guys, I hope you guys appreciated another episode of Tetas Built. One more thing on the diagram for the fuel relay. I'll leave the link in the comments. Guys, if you guys aren't having this issue or had this issue in the past, please watch the video. That way, if you guys ever experience issues like this, you guys are kind of knowing what to look for and how to diagnose it. But yeah, shout out to Wirework for that, taking the time making that video, by the way. But yeah, I appreciate you guys for coming back. Again, please like, share, subscribe, and let's get it.